Hey guys, what's poppin'? Jacques Slade here, and unless you've been under a rock or something like that, you probably already know that Nike took over the NBA jerseys. Now, this was a big deal because people knew that Nike would do something exciting with the NBA jerseys like Nike Connect. And I mean, Nike Connect, this little thing here where you tap your phone, but you have to have an updated phone, like an iPhone 7, because Apple locked it down and you can't do it with an iPhone 6, but that's another story. So the jerseys are really just one part of the Nike deal with the NBA. There's actually a ton of things that are gonna happen with the Nike deal with the NBA that I'm actually not really able to talk about, so I apologize for teasing you with something, but something I am able to talk about is what they're doing with the Air Force Ones. Now, you may think, oh, we've already seen the Air Force Ones. In fact, I actually showed you this Air Force One when they sent me that mystery black bag, and you can watch that unboxing if you haven't. That's not what I'm here to talk about today. What I'm here to talk about is Nike ID. So the deal that Nike has with the NBA is a lot bigger than what we expect, and they're able to do a lot more things than previous brands have done with the NBA. And one of those things is Nike ID, which allows you to customize your own shoes. One of those shoes, or at least the shoe that I'm going to talk about today, is the Nike Air Force One. I was given the opportunity to present you guys with a first look at the Nike ID version of the shoe. It actually launched a couple days ago, but no one's really talked about it, so I kind of feel like this is the first chance that you guys get to see it, and I actually have a finished version, so you have a good idea what the shoe actually looks like. Being that I am a Los Angeles Lakers fan, you can already kind of guess what this looks like, but before you turn away, I'm actually going to create a couple of different versions on Nike ID so you can kind of see what the process looks like, and they'll be inspired by some of my favorite YouTubers, so you can look forward to that. So with that being said, let's hop over to the computer and take a look and also get a good look at the shoes. So here is the pair that Nike sent me. As you see, it comes in the black Nike ID box. This is actually doesn't even have a real tag. It has a sample tag from Think Enterprises, which I imagine is where Nike makes the Nike ID. I of course went with the Lakers colorway. Really, really nice. And just to give you a few things about these, they are the premium Air Force Ones. So the leather on the upper is really nice, and there's about 8 different options that you can actually change on the sneaker. Let's get them both out the box here. A few things to note about the process of making the Nike ID when it comes to these shoes. Your actual options are pretty limited to the colors of that team. When I was going through the process and looking at all of the different options, one thing that I wanted to do was kind of maybe mix it up a little bit and maybe have like a Clippers logo with some slightly different colors, but they don't give you that option. You literally only have the actual team colors. With the options, you do have 3 different versions of the shoe. There's the home, there's the alternate, and then there is the away version of the shoe. Right now, they're using tumbled leather on the uppers, and it extends through the Nike swoosh all the way to the back tab. And then the back tab is where you show, obviously, the pride for your team. Then on the lace doubrays, it has Air Force One. And then you have Air Force One on the tongue as well. But the one place that you have a bunch of different options is actually the outsole. Also use a gum outsole or like an off-white color outsole. So I believe it has like 5 different options. But I'll show you guys that right now. Let's actually design a pair for TLD and for MKBHD because I know they're big basketball fans. For the Nike ID options, you have a ton of options like I was saying, but the colors are limited to basically like the core 3 colors of that team unless you're going for the outsole change. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to design 2 really quickly for you guys for people that I know that are into basketball. One is MKBHD, as I said earlier, and TLD. MKBHD is a Clipper fan, and Jonathan Morrison, aka TLD, is actually a Chicago Bulls fan. So let's start with the Clippers. They have the options here where you can actually just select the Clippers, so instead of looking for it there. But I'm going to come down here, so I want you guys to actually see how it comes with 3 different options. So the red, I would typically say, is the alternate. The blue would be the away, and then the white is the home. So let's start with the away. It has that blue upper, and I'm actually going to switch it from the low to the high or the mid. So you go under my designs, and that allows you to make those changes. The model, I'm going to go with the Air Force One high just because I think it looks better. You can change the upper, but I like the blue that's on the upper already. Same thing with the Nike swoosh. And here you guys can just take a look at them. There's only 3 colors, red, white, and blue, if you want to change any of those options. The lining, I think I'm gonna see what red looks like on the lining. I kind of like that. I like the red on the lining, so let's switch that one there. And then for the laces, they have 3 options as well. I think white works. Let's see, white, let's see, red. No, I think I'll go with white. Kind of gives it a little more pop to it. I think I like that. And let's see, maybe flip it to a white swoosh. It doesn't really feel like the Clippers. It feels more like the 76ers. So I'm gonna go back to red there, and then go to the laces and keep the liner white. I think I like that one. I like this color, this option. And then the lace dubrays, again, you can choose the color, whether you want red, white, or blue. But well, let's flip it with white. We'll just go with white. Actually, no, I'll go with red. I'll go with red there. The midsole. The midsole, you have 3 options: the white sail or medium brown gum. I don't really like the way that gum looks. I don't like the way the sail looks either, so I'm going to stick with the white there. The outsole, and this is where you have a few more options, so you can go with medium brown gum. Kind of like the gum outsole there. That gives it a different feel. But you can also go with red. You can go with sail. You can go with a rush blue or white. I'm going to stick with gum. And those are all the options. You can't change the logo. You can't really flip any of the colors like you would want, but you do have the colors of that team, and you can't change the logo on the back. You can't put it somewhere else. It's only going to be right there on the heel tab. And then for the next one, I'm going to do one for Jonathan. So I'll just let you guys just watch this one so you don't have to listen to me talk. Jonathan is a Chicago Bulls fan, so let's hop down to the Chicago Bulls and see what they have to offer. So for the Chicago Bulls one, they pretty much had it spot on, to be honest. And so I'm just going to kind of leave it there. All I did was change the outsole to red. I think that gives it a little more pop and makes it more Chicago Bulls-esque in my eyes. And this is the away version. So go ahead and add that one to my cart. These are all custom-made NBA shoes, and they'll be arriving in 3 weeks. This is what I feel like just a sign to come. I think Nike has a lot of stuff in store, so make sure if you're a big fan of your NBA team, you can kind of rock their own kicks, but there's definitely some more stuff coming down the line, so be prepared for that as well. Anyway, so I just wanted to give you guys a good look at the Air Force One Nike ID times NBA. Obviously, shout out to the Los Angeles Lakers, the best team in the NBA that used to be. So hope you guys enjoyed. As always, make sure you like, favorite, subscribe, and all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.